Intel Retail Edge program members, James here coming to you with another live webinar. Today, my guest is one of our favorites. She's coming back to talk to us again. That's Stephanie Layton from Dell. She's here to talk about some of Dell's latest devices, specifically their Inspiron 14-inch 2-in-1s. Now, these 2-in-1s feature 11th gen Intel Core mobile processors, along with select ones featuring Intel Iris Xe graphics. Now, if you've been keeping up with our webinars and trainings as of lately, you have seen that this mobile lineup really packs a punch. Not only with amazing performance and power, but also great all day long battery life. And with Iris Xe graphics, you have the ability to run creative suites and even game all on a thin and light device that's easy to take on the go. So if you want to know more about our 11th gen lineup, I highly encourage you to check out our current promotion, which features some amazing prizes, by the way, and that's our Destined for Greatness promotion. You can find that on our partner showcase. And part of that promotion, we just launched one of our new Expert 2.0 tracks. Our 11th gen Intel Expert 2.0 track just launched, and that has tons of information on this mobile lineup, along with the desktop processors, the H series gaming laptop processor lineup, and more. So definitely check that out for more information on the mobile processor lineup and Iris Xe graphics if you haven't seen that yet. But otherwise, we're going to check in with Stephanie. She's going to tell us more about the Inspiron 14-inch 2-in-1 devices and some of the amazing features specific to that lineup. All right, without further ado, Stephanie, take it away.
Thanks, James. It's good to be back. So first, we're going to be covering our new Inspiron 14-inch 2-in-1 products. And we're going to be focusing on the features today that truly set these units apart and what's going to resonate with our target consumer. So first, we're going to look at the display. These are featuring a wide angle viewing display with virtually a borderless view to give our users an immersive experience and a more aesthetically pleasing modern design. So now our users can feel free to move around, lean back, adjust those positions, and more with these wide viewing angle panels, also called WVA. And it's all going to do that without affecting your viewing experiences of the FHD IPS touch screen. So this virtually borderless view with these thin bezels and the expansive screen to body ratios, it's going to minimize those distractions for a better cinema document and web browsing experience. It does have the FHD screen as well and IPS, which means in plane switching. And this is a type of monitor display and screen technology, and it's for users to provide them more color accuracy and consistency. IPS monitors, they are really great when it comes to color performance and these super wide viewing angles. And these expansive viewing angles provided by IPS displays help to deliver this outstanding color when being viewed from those different angles. These devices are made to get up and go. We're really focusing on smaller form factor and these portability factors and benefits as well for our users. So we're incorporating a thinner design for portability, so our users can still stay connected, but it can also easily fit into a backpack for that ultimate portability. We do have a new lift hinge design with this rubber hinge on the bottom that's going to help prevent scratches when it comes into contact with a surface. That lift hinge will also lift up that computer for overall better screen visibility and a more ergonomic typing experience, especially if you're typing for longer periods of time. They will have a 360-degree hinge attached with 4 different modes. And you can see those 4 modes in the image to your right. So you're going to get laptop, tent, and stand, so we can easily watch movies, or a tablet if you want to take notes. Now that we've talked about the display, let's kind of transition into the performance that you're going to get with this 14-inch 2-in-1. So our users will be able to get in touch with that versatility with this new device. And it's designed to bring your world closer because it's featuring our choice of the latest 11th gen Intel Core processors. And we're pairing it with Intel Iris Xe graphics or we have NVIDIA discrete graphics options available as well. With these, you're going to get unmatched speed and intelligence so you can game, create, and you can connect like never before. Our users can expect 2.5 times faster performance with the latest and best integrated graphics for faster photo editing, video editing, and even gaming. It also works seamlessly with NVIDIA Optimus technologies to give you the perfect balance between longer battery life and performance. We do have Wi-Fi 6 incorporated on these devices, so we can execute faster Wi-Fi transfer speeds with the next generation in Wi-Fi technology. This Wi-Fi 6 will provide the fastest Wi-Fi router speeds and supports more Wi-Fi devices, including smart home, transfer speeds, range and reliability, and it works better than ever if you're in busy coffee shops or if you're in a college library and even other high traffic areas. And then you're also going to enjoy a greater range from those hotspots. And then we have the express charge. So when you've been going all day on the extended battery life, but you need a quick charge, you can easily select between 3 different modes. So we have adaptive express, and this is going to automatically optimize your battery settings based on the user's typical use patterns. We have standard. This is a bit slower, but is the standard version. And then we have express charge. And here, this is if you need that quick charge on your battery. And we're using Dell fast charge technology. And this is recommended for those users who need it to charge quickly, because if the system is powered off, then the battery will typically charge up to 80% in 1 hour and up to 100% in just under 2 hours. Then you see Dell Power Manager, and this is an application that's going to allow our users to maximize their battery life because it's going to configure out how the battery should be maintained based on the user's personal preferences. Dell Power Manager will also support alert notifications related to your power adapter, your battery, docking, and your USB Type-C device incompatibility. One feature that's really cool that I think is a really great selling feature and a lot of customers really love is the adaptive thermals. And we use advanced algorithms because your computer and your device will know if your laptop is stationary on a desk or if it is in your lap. And what it's doing is it's going to adjust those thermals accordingly so we can ensure that our system will always stay cool no matter where this device is placed. We are featuring USB Type-C ports, so here we can expand your view with this multifunctional USB Type-C to support DisplayPort, data transfer, and power delivery, so your users can connect to external peripherals and those accessories. Now we're going to move into the experience portion of this new device because these devices are truly ready when you are. We are featuring modern standby on this device, and this is going to get you up and quickly running just by simply opening your device. Once you open it up, it's going to instantly power on, and you can be fully immersed into whatever applications you need to get started on. And we did make multiple improvements to the keyboard. So now we're featuring a backlit keyboard with enhancements that include larger keyboard with 9% bigger keys than the previous generation. And this provides a more comfortable typing experience and a touchpad with a new material that has a smooth glass-like feel with a fingerprint reader in the power button. We are also featuring a new privacy webcam that has a privacy shutter incorporated on it. We do feature temporal noise reduction and a 4-element lens, and this is going to help keep all areas of yourself in the frame on your webcam, and it's even going to help reduce a lot of your background noise for a better overall experience when utilizing your webcam. So Dell did make privacy an important factor when we're looking at this new unit for our users. And rest assured that your privacy is secure with the mechanical privacy camera shutter. And also we're utilizing a single sign-on fingerprint reader on the power button. So this is going to provide a more personal and more secure instant access login experience. And then lastly, we're utilizing a platinum silver finish on this device for our color, and it's going to look good in any of those four modes that you put it in. And all of our materials are sustainable to include the waterborne paint that we're incorporating it. So now this device is even environmentally friendly. So with all of these benefits and features that we talked about today for our Inspiron 14-inch, this is truly a great device for those users who want portability and who want a faster end user experience with all of these added features that truly make this device stand out. All right, well, that's all I had for you today. So James, let's see if they have any questions for me.
Thanks so much for that, Stephanie. I know the Inspiron line has definitely been an iconic line for Dell for quite a while, and this new iteration featuring 11th gen Intel Core mobile processors is the best yet, right? These super thin devices that can do some amazing stuff now. I had mentioned early on, the models that feature Iris Xe graphics. You have a thin device with incredible battery life that gives you the ability to game and create on a thin and light, and you have that incredible thin and light battery life. So pretty amazing stuff. Thank you so much for sharing all that with us. Yeah, and I think some questions are already starting to roll in. I'm going to take a look here at the chat box. Hopefully we don't lose you this time. Anybody that was on the first session knows Stephanie has a tropical storm. She's in North Carolina. There's a tropical storm going over. Those of you in the Southeast know that, that's been going on over the last couple of days. And my friends in Florida dealt with it yesterday. So Stephanie lost power during the first session, but we still had her on audio. Even with all the lights on her house, she toughed it out with us and finished the first session. So hopefully we hold on to you for the entire session this time around. That being said, all right, let me dive into the chat here. All right, is the type C port Thunderbolt 4? That's a question from Charles. That's a great question, Charles. Thank you. So yeah, Stephanie, is that you have type C ports? Is there a Thunderbolt 4 port on these?
Ooh, I believe so. Yes, you will get the Thunderbolt 4 on the new Inspiron. So definitely going to be a great added feature.
Excellent. Yeah. Thunderbolt, the form factor of the USB is a type C, but not all type C's are Thunderbolt. I had a little note out there for the audience, but having one of those Thunderbolt ports, from that Thunderbolt icon next to it, different from just the normal USB icon. Those are amazing ports that can handle tons of great stuff. All right, let's see here. We have another question, another good one. Who is the target customer audience for this device?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we're going to be heading into the back to school season for the month of August. So these are going to be really great for anybody going back to school, especially those college students, and then anybody working virtually from home. These are really great for that business savvy professional, and anybody just looking for a high quality premium device.
Absolutely. I mean, I think I fall into that category a bit. So I know in the first session, we were talking about some of my favorite features of it, which I don't want to talk too much about, me, but there's some great features out there for no matter what you do. I use computers every day, whether I'm working like right now or, my hobbies of content creation and gaming and whatnot. So tons of customers can definitely benefit from this stuff. We also have another comment in here. Robert, thank you for the note on the banner. I definitely will take that back. We're always trying to improve our process. So any feedback you all have, please feel free to send it over. Greg has a question here, or not as much of a question, but he's saying he loves the 15-inch 2-in-1s. Only complaint is the silver background and white backlit keyboard is tough to see in dusk lighting. Okay. But yeah, those 15-inch ones are pretty amazing. We talked about those in some previous strings that we worked on together. Dan here has a question. Will Iris Xe Max be available with this device? Now I know we do have other devices of yours that feature Iris Xe Max, but will these devices feature that, or will they just feature the regular Intel Iris Xe graphics?
Yeah, we got this question on the first one. For now, because these just got launched, we're going to only see the Intel Iris Xe, and then you'll also have on like the more premium options because we have multiples of these available with different spec configurations. We'll have the NVIDIA graphics card. And to go back to the 15-inch display, what's kind of cool is there's actually some research that people did, and the 15-inch is actually post-COVID the most popular screen size right now. So the 14-inch is going to be a great contender too.
That's very interesting because if I'm correct, I think for a while 13-inch was like became the most popular. A long time ago, 17-inch, and then people wanted smaller, and that's funny to see how the times change and those customer needs fluctuate. People need more screen space. I know more people have gotten used to dual monitors. Some people triple monitors, if you could see what I have going on in front of me. But let's see. Charles has a question. I'm not sure if you know this number off the top of your head. I know they're super thin. And these are also very brand new devices. They're just releasing, and there's a lot of numbers to remember. So I'll preface that for you, Stephanie. But do we know exactly how thin it is?
I don't off the top of my head. Those will be available on Dell.com. So if you do want to go on Dell.com or Best Buy, where these devices will be featured, they have those specifications and those measurements for you. We'll have the weight and we'll have the exact measurements, but I don't want to give you the wrong answer. But I don't know that right off the top of my head.
No problem, no problem. But yeah, Charles, definitely take her recommendation on that, and check out the Dell site. I'm sure with some of the future training content that we put out there too, we like to put up PDF documents on different devices and whatnot. So maybe we'll even have that information in there. But sorry, we couldn't get you an exact answer on that right now. Somebody else asked here, will it include a stylus pen? I know some devices do, but...
So the only device that comes with the pen included is the Inspiron 7000 2-in-1, the black model, and that is Best Buy exclusive. So those ones will come with the pen, and then anything else like that is a 2-in-1. They'll have the pen capabilities, but all of the pens are sold separately.
Gotcha. And that's understandable. I think actually that transitions well into another question that we got in the first session. So yeah, you know, that 7000 series is you know, you have all these different levels. That 7000 series is maybe the most premium end of the Inspiron line. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. So you know, we asked, what is the starting price point? Now, obviously, the price for these models would vary based on you know, different storage sizes and memory sizes and things like that. But a rough starting price, because it's different for different retailers and things go on sale and whatnot. But roughly, where does that price point start for this device?
Yeah, we're looking at like the $600 to $700 range. These are probably going to start at, and then depending on what types of specs you choose for your device or whatever is available in your retailers, then you can go upwards into over the $1,000 range. It just honestly depends on what the PC includes.
Gotcha. That's an awesome starting point, though. For you know, it includes with this model, the pen sold separately, unlike the 7000 series. But yeah, starting at that price point with still all the other great features that cross paths with the 7000 series and other Dell devices, that is a pretty awesome starting point, in my opinion. Let's see here. I also we got a question on battery life. I think you had mentioned that in the presentation. Can you revisit battery life for us?
Yeah, so honestly, I tell people not to get too caught up on the hours of battery life that we have on these devices, because honestly, it depends on the consumer, what applications they're running. So there's so many factors that we'd like to take into consideration. So if you are selling these, or if you're looking to purchase one, don't focus too heavily on the number, because it is an average best case usage scenario. So we would say anywhere from like 3 to 6 hours best case use on average for these for the battery life on these devices. And again, it just depends on what type of applications you're running on a day-to-day basis.
Gotcha. Yeah, it totally makes sense. You know, it totally comes down to what the user is doing. If you're running a web browser versus running a web browser along with, you know, tons of other applications all at once, it's gonna create you know, variance there. Let's see here. Another question. Greg, I love this question. What's a good Dell add-on that they could recommend? So if they're selling one of these Inspiron 14 inches to a customer, what would you? I mean, the pen already came up. What else would you recommend?
Yeah, so we have three that we always recommend that you could add on. Always a monitor. So for those of you that don't know, Dell is actually the #1 brand of monitor companies across the world, not just the US. So pretty big win there. So always add on a monitor. And then honestly, the keyboard and mouse are really great add-ons. So you can either go from the Alienware lineup, which a lot of people do like the Alienware accessories, even if this is not a gaming device. And then we have Dell keyboard and mouse combos as well. So if you have somebody that's looking to like complete their home office setup, or if they are going to school, it just makes it a little bit easier if you are working from a desk to have those accessories. So definitely be bundling anytime you have a PC purchase.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll even tack on to that a dock, right?
Yeah.
So in that scenario, yeah, you have your Dell, your Alienware peripherals like mouse and keyboard. You got your Dell monitor, which by the way, right here, what I'm touching is my Dell G-Sync monitor that I used to game on. Love it. Yeah, you can hook all that monitor and those peripherals up to a dock. You can have your laptop out on the go, and when you come home, use that Thunderbolt port we were talking about, plug in one cable, and then your whole workstation with all those extra accessories are all ready to go.
Yeah, the DA310 is great. The dock, the hockey puck is what we call it. I'm staring at one right now. So if you are connecting a lot of accessories, this will give you some additional ports to include. So yeah,
Nice.
great
I
one.
love
Forgot
it.
about that.
Yeah. I used to have a Dell dock. This was one of your older models, and yeah, that thing was awesome. I'm actually in the market for a new dock. If you have any extra pucks, let me know.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we have here. And by the way, Greg, just again, that's such a great question. I appreciate it. You know, a lot of these trainings are because, you know, people are out in stores selling, and that's what we're trying to provide you with the information to best be able to, you know, give great solutions to your customers. Such a great question, Greg. Thank you again. Yes, guys, question here, color options. I know you mentioned that platinum silver. Are there any other color options? And can you revisit what's special about the color option on this one?
So right now it's the silver option we'll have available in the retail space. And we are using a new feature on the keyboard as well. So we are using the waterborne VOC paint option, and we're just trying to be a little bit more sustainable. I know we started that process with our XPS. It won us a lot of awards, and it's kind of something that we're transitioning and implementing into some of our Inspiron products as well.
Awesome. Awesome. All righty. Well, let's see. Greg commented, he said his wife took his hockey puck. So we need one for Greg too. Send me one first, and then
Hey, next prizing opportunities. I got you.
Hey, yeah, there we go. And that's actually a great transition. I think we're coming up on time here. Seamless transition there. Stephanie was kind enough to give us some prizing opportunities here. So we spoke with Stephanie last month about their Alienware X series devices. Today we're talking Inspiron 14. Next month we're going to have a third session with Stephanie with a new topic. But for each one of these individual sessions, people that take the session and pass the assessment afterwards are going to be entered into a drawing for 10 people are going to get gift cards, and then one person is going to get an awesome Alienware backpack. These are super cool backpacks. And then finally, people that attend all the sessions and some of the Dell partner trainings, complete those, there's going to be a drawing for some actual laptops, right? So maybe you win that backpack and then you have a laptop to put in it. So Stephanie, again, thank you so much. I'm sure I speak for the whole community. Thank you for offering up those prizes. And that backpack and 10 gift cards, that is for each one of these sessions. So we have 3 backpacks and 30 gift cards in total for these live webinars. That being said, thank you again, Stephanie. I can't wait to talk to you again next month. We've done a lot of projects together. It's always a pleasure working with you. And one quick shout out to everyone out there. If you want to learn some more about the 11th gen Intel Core mobile processors and Iris Xe graphics that are included in these devices, check out our Destined for Greatness promotion. There are tons of prizes available on that. We got some great stuff that is going on currently. We're about halfway through the Destined for Greatness promotion. We just launched a new Expert 2.0 track that is our 11th gen Intel Core Expert 2.0 track. So check that out for more information on that. You might win even more prizes. Cool. Well, thanks again, Stephanie. I appreciate it so much. And thank you to everyone out there. We'll see you next time. Bye.